Hey guys, what it is? It's your girl Cadillac. Yes, I'm Cadillac Dixon. I'm the Draw My Life Prison Wife. I'm the legally blind artist that is rapping and painting for justice, hoping to see justice before all fades to black. Yes, it's your girl Cadillac. Anyways, I guess we're gonna go downstairs, see what's going on. I'm finna just walk around our little hotel. This morning we didn't really eat breakfast. We did more of a brunch that way because we ate last night. The longer you sleep, the longer you're not hungry. Being here in Atlanta, seeing that the food is good, but the food is also very expensive. Um, we went to the Peach Cobbler, something, I can't remember the name of it, Peach Cobbler Cafe last night. That was a pretty penny, but it was good. And then this morning we went to, the Real Milk and Honey, something like that. I believe that is it. That was super good, but that was rather, expensive. Y'all know I am on that budget. So like for real, unfortunately, I'm still on that budget. So that was kind of our breakfast slash lunch. This thing going fast. All them floors. That was kind of our breakfast slash lunch. So now it is about 7. We haven't eaten yet. So I'm gonna just go take a little walk around the neighborhood, and I guess we're gonna, well, not neighborhood, but the block, and we'll just, chop it up. So let me see. I didn't know what topic I really wanted to talk about today. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna do something random. I seen this little statue I wanna go see. So let's go ahead and go see this statue. And I am going to, I don't even know which way I need to head because I seen it out my cousin's window, but I don't know which way to go. Okay, so let's do it this way. What's this color? Oh, there it goes. Okay, so let's do it this way. I am going to read something, and then I'm just going to talk about it, right? Now, y'all already know who this is. Okay, so this is by Langston Hughes. It says, what happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or where am I at? Crusted sugar over. Maybe it just sags like a heavy, oh wait, hold on, I messed up, guys. Okay, and then run. Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrup sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? Okay. Sorry, I couldn't read that a little bit more fluidly. Like, that would have been nice. But it got me thinking about a topic, right? Of that dream deferred. What does the dream deferred do to you? What does it do to one's spirit? What does it do to one's will? What does it do? Because, okay, first, let's break down what a dream deferred really is. A dream deferred is a dream that you have, but it doesn't come to pass. So that's basically me. I have 2 big dreams that have been deferred. Deferred for a long time, like I mean an extreme long time, and they have been my ultimate dreams in my life. Okay, y'all already know. Y'all could probably put in the chat what them dreams is I'm sure y'all already know. So I'm just walking, seeing the little city. Everybody kind of split up right now. Everybody doing their own thing. So I'm just giving me some air. Y'all know I like to walk. And I want to go find this sculpture. But y'all know the first big dream that I always had was basically being with family, like having a family, you know. So I've always wanted my family, right? And part of my family is my husband, Marcello. Y'all know Marcello's situation, being wrongfully convicted. Like, if it weren't for that situation, I would have the family that I so desired, like forever ago. I would have had that. So for me to ever have that, I have to fight. I have to keep that dream alive. There's certain things I have to do. I have to reach out to people. I have to contact people. I have to put in work. I have to look for lawyers. I have to look up new case laws. I have to advocate daily. I have to tell his story to whoever will listen. You know what I mean? It's so much I have to do in order to one day achieve that dream. I cannot just sit back and say, hey, I want Marcello to come home, and just sit back and just wait. I mean, I could do that, but if I do, I have another 17 years to go, right? That was so cute. They're twins on skateboards. But I have another 17 more years to go if I want to just sit back and wait. So for that dream to come true, I have got to put forth work and action, and I have to labor for that dream, right? I have to, one, believe in it. I have to put action towards it, and I have to do what it takes to achieve that dream. But what happens when you do all those things? I don't see this statue yet. What happens when you do all those things, but the dream still does not come true? That is the dream deferred, right? And then just like, let's take my dream of being an artist, like in any form. I really don't even care. I can be that artist through YouTube. I can be that artist through a graphic designer. I can be that artist through whatever means. It doesn't matter, as long as it pays my bills. I'm not going to a job that hurts my hands, hurts my back, hurts my neck. I'm not doing any of those things. I am making my living, and I am doing my purpose, and I'm doing whatever else I need to do, such as take care of my family. If I'm doing those things, and I want to get to that point, if I'm doing that through YouTube, I wouldn't care. So it doesn't matter what form it comes in, but I just want to be that artist, you know, making my living off of being that artist, right? So like literally, I could have been a rapper. That's a creative field. I could be the graphic designer. I could be the YouTuber. Any of those would fulfill me in the same way, because it is me creating something and making my living off of that creation, right? That's what I'm basically trying to say. Eventually we'll get to what I'm trying to say. But if I want to get to that point, once again, I have got to, okay, let's just take YouTube, for instance. Let's just focus in on the dream of YouTube. If I want to be a YouTuber and I want to make my living off of being a YouTuber, what do I have to do? The first thing, I have to upload videos. I have to create videos. I cannot be a YouTuber without the creation of videos. Like, how would that even be possible? But being a YouTuber is not even just as easy as just being uploading videos. You also have to market your videos. Somebody has to watch your videos. Sure, you could put out videos all day, every day, but if nobody watches them, you don't gain that success. You don't become a monetized YouTuber. So I have to put out the videos. I have to market the videos. Once I market the videos, if I am gaining an audience, I have to relate with my audience. I have to keep my audience's attention. I have to find out what's going on, like hot topics, what's new in the categories. What is it that other YouTubers that are doing that's working for them? What do I need to cut back on? I have to research. It's a whole bunch of stuff that entails. So when you do all of that work, just like in my YouTube career, but your channel does not get monetized, that is the dream deferred. So that's two dreams that have been deferred for like a long time in my life. That one of being that artist and making that living, and that two of having my husband and having my family. Those two dreams have been deferred in my life. So now that we have talked about what happens, like what is considered a dream being deferred, what happens when your dream is deferred? So from my perspective, this is not for everybody. Some people, things turn out differently for them. But for me, by my dreams being deferred, it changes who you are. It changes your aspect and how you look at life, the way that you look at life, the way that you look at certain situations. Like I always tell people, like, let's just say what I tell Marcello. He's like, don't think about it in the worst case scenario. Basically, like, don't be negative, right? Because it starts to feel like every endeavor, like as I said, I was that rapper out there, and that dream got deferred. I was a cosmetologist and very good at it, and due to carpal tunnel, that dream got deferred. Oh, look at all the little, you all see all the little plants. That's so nice. But that dream got deferred, being a cosmetologist. That's the second, dream deferred. And then let's go into the YouTube thing. That dream has been deferred for over 10 years, though I've been working hard. My dream of being that graphic designer, that's being deferred because I can't quite get myself out of that 9-to-5 rat race with enough time to actually sit back. Oh, let's go over there to that part. I think that might be where that statue is. Hey, it was somewhere over here, but let's go check out that part. But that part, like that deferred dream.
So tomorrow, make sure we're going out there early before the sun gets hot.
Okay, so what happens to those dreams that are deferred? Dang, I lost my train of thought, y'all. But oh yeah. So it starts to make you think that because I did this one thing and it didn't happen, each time you go after something new, you start to think the same thing is gonna happen because the dream was constantly deferred. Such as my rap career. I went after that full-heartedly, did what I needed to do, and that dream got deferred. It didn't happen. Cosmetology, I went after that full-heartedly. That dream got deferred. It didn't happen. The YouTube, the graphic design now is being deferred. So it starts to make you think that no matter what endeavor you actually set out to do, you start looking for that deferment. You start looking for it just not to work. And you don't usually start out like that. Like, people would tell you if you weren't so negative, it would work. But you don't start out negative. You actually start out positive. If you ever went out to do anything in your life, you are positive. If you even, let's say you said you wanted to do a business. Oh, this is Peachtree. If you say you wanted to do a business, right? And though you had every doubt in the world and you said, dang, most businesses fail. They don't even, majority of businesses that don't even get off the ground. They don't become successful and this and that. Even if you had all that in your mind, but you went out there and you tried, that's still positive. You're still being positive, right? but people equate it as being negative because you're coming with your past experience. That's what it is, basically. You're coming with the lessons that you learn in your past experiences. And it's almost like have you ever heard that where they say you don't lose, you learn? So you don't lose in life. Everything, you just learn a lesson, basically. So there's the statue. So basically, each time you lose, which equals learning a lesson, you take that lesson, and it's almost like that lesson is a tool, and you put that tool into your toolbox. And now only thing you have to work with in your life is the tools that are in your toolbox. You can't go into somebody else's toolbox and use their tools. Like, I mean, if they let you borrow their tools, girl. But you know, people don't never pay, give your tools back and stuff like that. You can't be lending your stuff out like that. But the thing is that you start to create your toolbox. So when you're starting to go through life and you have this situation or any situation, you're going to look in your box and see what tools you have. And you're going to start pulling out. I have the tool of, oh man, I went out there and tried to achieve my dreams and I failed. That tool is going to be in your box. The tool of me going out there and achieving my dreams is not going to be in my box unless I've done it. So I can reach for that tool, but when I go into my box to look for that I can achieve anything tool, I literally will pull my hand back and I won't have that tool in my box. That's what I'm trying to say. So it builds up strongholds, basically, or walls that will prevent you in the future. So basically, had I not failed this many times, I wouldn't believe I would fail. If I had a new venture, I believe wholeheartedly that I'm going to make it because I haven't yet experienced that failure, which failure is learning. So I haven't yet experienced that learning. There's that little sculpture. So let's go over there, and then we're going to circle back and go back to the hotel. But yeah, so it's not really even, it's like you're being conditioned to learn a certain way, that a certain thing is going to happen. When you do this and you do that, this happens. And that's what ends up holding you back from trying new things, because you have those tools now in your box that no, it's not going to, turn out correct. Right? So that's one thing that happens to a dream deferred. You somewhat become what people quote unquote call negative, right? What's something else? It makes it harder to go after other goals because of the deferment of other dreams. You start going after new dreams. Now, if you actually achieve them dreams, they also empower you in the other way. A person that goes out and achieves everything they put their mind to, there's no way you're going to tell that person that they can't do it, because they've already done it. And they've seen that success has come time and time again. Hey, look at that. There it is. That's the statue I was seeing outside my window. There it goes. But it starts to condition you positively, right? What else does it defer? Yeah, it does make you not really want to go out there and try. That's just like even with the situation of Marcello, like I said, how that dream has been deferred for so long. It makes me like, many times people come up to me and they'll have something that they're like, I know something that can help in his case. And back when it first happened and Marcello first was wrongfully convicted and excessively sentenced, I have not yet had that conditioning in my mind. Like, my mind had not been conditioned in that way. Oh, look at that art. They got so much art everywhere. I love it. That is nice. But my mind has not been conditioned in that manner yet. That, all things aren't possible and you can't do just any, like the same 40-year conviction stood in 2002 when they put him away. I knew that was 40, but it was just my mindset was different. I just knew that if I break this story, he would come home, right? But I didn't have the experience of actually trying to break the story. And like, it's even people that be like, oh, well, there's this such and such foundation, and they go and they help wrongfully convicted people, right? Because I have reached out to almost every foundation that does that you can think of, that actually does help in wrongful convictions, because I have done that so many times and have gotten basically nowhere with it. When someone tells me that, I no longer have that belief that that organization will help me. Give me something back in the comments section if you understand what I'm trying to say, because sometimes I don't know how to relay what I'm trying to say. But even when, okay, let me go on and tell you this, right? So after so long, I have went to so many lawyers about Marcello's case. It got to the point where I just thought the thing that was standing between Marcello's freedom was getting a lawyer, right? And then I thought once I did have a lawyer, everything else would pan out. Well, I haven't said anything, but as of last year, I obtained a lawyer, right? And it hasn't went too much of anywhere. Obtaining that lawyer hasn't furthered his case. But when someone came to me and said that it's a lawyer really willing to look into Marcello's case, and it was so hard for me to believe that, because for so long everyone has shunned his case. Everyone has said, oh no, we can't, it's been too long, or oh no, he has too hard of charges, or he has too long, or he's been gone too long. I've been told that too, that he's been gone too long. We possibly could have helped him decades ago, but nobody wants to deal with an old case. Nothing coming back saying this man is innocent and we need to fight as much as we can, right? So when it came back to me that a lawyer was actually going to be willing to help aid in fighting for Marcello, even taking his case, it was hard for me to even believe in that notion. Something deep inside didn't want to even let me believe it. But now, guess what? On that same note, something deep inside made it so hard for me to believe that a lawyer would be willing to fight for Marcello. But also, the reassurance came back, because though I've hired this lawyer, he has done nothing for Marcello. So that reassures the fact that it's a situation where there's not much that you can do in it. It takes away a lot of your hope out of a situation. A dream deferred takes away hope for the future. That's what it does. It honestly does. It takes away hope. You no longer, is that gray hair? What is that in my? Yeah, but you no longer believe like you would believe without the experience of failure, right? So I am no longer hopeful in that situation. And it's simply because of what has happened to instill that, So that's what the deferment of a dream does. So before I go back, because I don't even know which way I'm going, I think we are on the corner by the sugar factory right there. I think we're right there. Where is it? There it goes, sugar factory. I think that's where we at. I don't know, girl. I gotta walk around the block to see. But Let me try to read this one more time correctly before I go back. Oh, somebody calling. Okay, Langston Hughes, Harlem. What happens to a dream deferred? Does it dry up like a raisin in the sun, or fester like a sore and then run? Does it stink like rotten meat, or crust and sugar over like a syrup sweet? Maybe it just sags like a heavy load, or does it explode? I'm gonna have to say it does all of the above. It really does. It does all of the above. Sometimes a dream deferred, well, they on the bikes. Sometimes a dream deferred actually makes you go harder after that dream. And then there's other times when a dream deferred makes you just give up on any dream you may have. All right, guys, with that said, I'm about to be gone. It's your girl, Cadillac. And they got a whole bunch of bike riders out here. They be doing it up in Atlanta. We have had so much fun. It is expensive. It is very expensive. You got to come down here with some money. And baby, I was trying to vlog and like teach y'all. I was like gonna vlog the whole time about how to go on vacation on a budget. Y'all know I had a book called Bougie on a Budget, Air Magazine. Bougie on the Budget. Now I'm trying to show you how to vacation on a budget. Girl. But this was the perfect test of how can I actually survive this vacation without no money. I need to get on a bike. Got the whole bike game. All right, guys. Yes, your girl, Cadillac.